den räddningen, men den är otrolig och han lyckas få den vinkeln på den också. Det är inte bara att den går över. Den blir nästan död. Ja, flera gånger.
Hey guys, and welcome to the final episode of the Swedish Tennis League. If you've been following the videos here on the channel, you might know we had a really hectic semifinal. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to check the link in the description. But yeah, really hectic semifinals, but we managed to get through that, and yeah, we're in the finals. But before we get into the finals, I just want to mention that this is a little different one. I'm actually on the road right now. I traveled today. I'm in Sheffield, Great Britain for my first tournament of the year. So really pumped to get that going. I'm excited to play some tournament matches again. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a lot of great content hopefully from these tournaments. I'm playing this one and then another tournament in Sunderland the week after. But let's get into this final. I mean, I'm really pumped to play this one. Obviously, it's been a huge goal for us the whole season. Yeah, now we're here. We were so close to the finish line, but we just got to give it all and see what happens. So the finals of the Swedish Tennis League kind of kicks off the same way as all the other team matches. We start off with the number 1 doubles and then the number 3 singles as like the first round in singles after this match finishes. We're both kind of doing a little extra work as coaches here in doubles, trying to help out the best way we can. I'm coaching here my good friends Eric Ramonga and Jacob Amelon, who has been playing great, and yeah, they really stepped it up in their match, and yeah, just came up huge here and got the win 6-4, 6-1, and put our first point on the board, putting a lot of pressure on opponents, and yeah, we're off to a perfect start here in the final. So yeah, I come in here obviously super psyched about them. I'm so proud of my friends, like did an amazing job in the whole double through and through. So yeah, we're up 1-0. Unfortunately though, a couple minutes after that, on number 3 singles, our player Fred Simonsen had a little tough match there against Jonathan Merida, the guy that I actually played against earlier on this season. If you haven't checked that out, link in the description for that one. But yeah, unfortunately, Jonathan was just a number too big for Fred today. I feel like Johnny just played really solid tennis, and they managed to level out the match 1-1. So after the first round of matches, the team match is now leveled at 1-1. And yeah, it's my time to shine on the number 1 singles. I'm playing against a Frenchman, Antoine Escoffier. He currently sits at a ranking at top 200. So obviously a very solid player. I actually played against him 2 years ago in the league where I managed to beat him. So I feel like I have a pretty good idea about how he plays, how he wants to play, and how I want to play and how I want to structure up this match. So with this first point, I'm showing here, I just kind of was a little ambitious coming forward on that one, and Antoine, like, he moves very well and actually is very calm on the court, has great hands, and you just see here just really punishes me for coming forward on a bit too tough of a ball there. I don't know if that serve was really in, because like both of us kind of stopped there a little bit. Good forehand there coming in, I like that, and probably could have done a little bit more with that volley. He was a little too nice with that attempted passing shot. But I do like the fact that I'm trying to be aggressive here, trying to stick to the game plan, and hopefully I just kind of ease into it as the match goes on. Yeah, as I mentioned, I mean, I do know Antoine pretty well, and like last year or 2 years ago when we played, I noticed that like his forehand is kind of the weaker side, but I feel like that's really something that has improved the last 2 years or since we played last time. He's just trying to be very aggressive, like moving very fast and like stepping on the ball so quickly, just moving me around with that forehand. Kind of the same thing there as I did, you know, being a little too ambitious with that approach shot, and I can kind of just take advantage of that, just dipping that slice down low, and then yeah, good lob to finish it off. So yeah, you can really see there on the forehand just being very aggressive on it, swinging through that one very nicely, just really no hesitation there, just full on slap. So just trying to move him around here. He's a little passive to start off here. Good job there getting him away and then finishing it off with a good backhand there. Managed to angle it off very well on that forehand side first. But good serving here just from both sides, and we had a couple of quick holds, and we're at 2-1 in the first set. So for most of the changeovers, or most of my matches, I actually have this kind of ritual where I just take a little sip of a an energy drink and then a sip of water and those kind of things. Usually kind of develop these rituals, I'd say, in the changeovers and things. And you see here Escoffier has his own little ritual where he's kind of looks like in a very meditative state of mind or something, just keeping that focus, trying to stay in his little bubble. Yeah, keeps going with good serves there and takes charge straight away, just really slapping me around with that forehand, putting too much pressure on me, and I just can't really get away from it. But same thing there, like he's just making a lot of first serve, and you can just see how straight away he just jumps on that forehand and just smokes it down the line there. So nothing really crazy going on here the first couple games. You know, we're both just making a lot of first serves and then straight away trying to take charge of the points here. I get a little passive there and straight away he just starts punishing me with that forehand. He's really quick on getting on that ball, taking it up like early, like taking the ball on the rise, like right there, just being aggressive, moving me out. And yeah, it's so tough when it takes so early. I have to cover so much of the court, and yeah, he's really hitting that inside out forehand especially well. A couple good shots there, and he gets a little wild on that backhand side again, and we managed to get the hold to 3-2. It's a little surprising to kick off the match that he does that with a backhand. I'm really used to him being very consistent on the backhand side, but as he kind of just oozes into this match, gets a little calmer and calmer, but keeps on serving very well to stay in the match. And now we're at love 15 and just trying to put a lot of pressure on us. He was starting to find a couple of better returns, and you can see they're really good change of direction on the backhand side there. Just looks very calm, just hitting through that backhand. He's starting to return a little better, get into these rallies more neutral, and then he's very good at just staying aggressive on me. And yeah, just puts that one away. I'm a little disappointed. I felt like I could have done more with my first approach shot, or passing shot after his approach shot right here. Wanted to dip that one low, but I just left it a little too high up for him. It was too easy off a volley, and then it just puts us under a lot of pressure at love 40 straight away. And you can really see that point, just such a good point by him, that heavy return down the middle and straight away just taking away so much room on the court. It's very hard for me to hit that ball away from him. So you can see here, like on the return, he just smacks it on me, and then straight away just like cutting off the next ball. I can just kind of feel him coming at me so quickly there. It does, like, it's hard to not get stressed when that happens. Same thing here. You can really see him just cutting off these forehands. It's really pressuring me to lose depth a little bit, because it is hard to keep the depth on the ball as someone is like really leaning on you over and over again. I must mention though, like as I've mentioned, such a good inside out backhand there by him. It's just so tricky to kind of cover the court when he's just leaning on me all the time here, opening it up with that cross court forehand, and then just being so quick around it and really finding a crazy angle actually with that inside out forehand. But I must mention, like, if you watch my previous video, once again, just really jumping on that forward, I'll leave a link for that one in the description. But the previous match when we played the semifinals, I mentioned that I did have a lot of issues with my toe that kind of cracked early on in the match. But for this one, I actually really managed to tape it well, and took a couple of painkillers, which probably affected it a little bit. But I actually had no pain in my foot throughout this match, and felt like I could move fully. So kind of out of excuses for this one right here, but trying to do the best we can. Like, Escoffier is being very solid on his service game, making a lot of first serves and then just pouncing on these balls so quickly. Good hands there, dipping that low, and tough for me to get it away from him again. And yeah, just good playing. So he has a game point here to 5-3. Obviously we're really just scraping around as he's making a lot of first serves, or on the second serve just being so aggressive on us straight away. And like, we're trying to do everything we can, scraping around here, but trying to get more depth on the ball so he can't keep on leaning on us. But it is difficult as he has so much weight on it, and he just keeps on pouncing on us. I do hit him with a pretty tough ball there, I think, but he just very calmly puts that one away. And that really is something that can easily like start stressing you out when your opponent looks very calm, like with your tempo, pushing balls, just putting pressure on you, and especially putting away those tough volleys. very easy. But a couple good serves here, and we managed to get a quick hold here to 5-4 or 4-5. Very important hold, obviously. We're trying to put some pressure on him, trying to serve out this set. But once again, I don't really know how he managed to get that angle on this forehand. You're going to see a replay here, but it is pretty crazy how he manages to find that angle. I don't maybe get that good angle on my backhand is straight away. He's just so fast around that you see me there just kind of shocked how well he hit that one. And then follows it up with an ace, and straight away he has 3 set points here to take the first set. So at this point, I feel like this is actually the first time in the match where I felt like he started to get a little tight on that forehand. I felt like he was pushing it a little more compared to like really just snapping through it as he did a couple of previous points. Same thing there. I feel like he didn't fully snap through that forehand, but unfortunately managed to put that smash away. And I gotta be honest, I'm very disappointed with my backhand there after his forehand approach. He hit a very deep ball on me, came forward with the forehand approach, but I felt like he didn't really do enough with that forehand approach. So it's really good down the line backhand, but this one I felt like was something that I for sure could have punished more. But then I just kind of got a little wrong foot in there, kind of shanked it, and then yeah, that's all she wrote. Hey guys, sorry to stop you there, but do you want to maybe take your tennis to the next level? I'm proud to announce that I can now offer you online video coaching. If that's of interest to you, you simply go to this link down below, or I'll make sure to post it in the description as well. The way it works is very simple. You'll record yourself playing a bit of tennis, and then you send that to me. I'll review and go over it together with you, and then I'll make sure to come back to you with some very valuable feedback, some tips and tricks that can really help take your tennis to the next level. This is a real win-win project, as by purchasing this service, you directly support my tennis journey, and I'll make sure to support yours back. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. A good serve here to kick off the second set. Obviously the match is far from over still. We're trying to be aggressive, but I don't know, he just really dips that forehand down, really hits through it again. He started to find it. I feel like it was such a crucial point, that 40-31. Obviously he was up 40-love through a couple good points, so maybe he managed to get far ahead enough, so it was a little hard for us to get back. But I feel like if I managed to get that ball back to 40-all, it could have been a whole different story with that game or that first set for sure. It's a really crazy point, that one. I like just moving me around, but I feel like I hit this ball insanely good actually, and I was so shocked when he got it back. But then the last second there, I don't know if I was trying some head fake or something, but he just kind of read me as a book there and just put me away and punished me straight away. So great ball there, stepping on that backhand. Really liked that one, and just following it up straight away, coming forward. So obviously such an important thing, making a lot of first serves, really hitting through that backhand, coming forward, putting that volley away. So really good point there. But then we lose the next one quickly, and we're facing a break point here. But he gets a little rush with that forehand again, and I feel like that's like it's starting to happen a little bit here. So it's such a crucial couple games for us to keep staying aggressive on him. But you really just kind of mess it up with that. I don't know, I should have done so much more with that, maybe pushed it down the line or something, but he just punishes us, and we're facing a break point here again in the first game. And we really just snap over that backhand. Very disappointed with that. I don't know, you can really see here how my steps kind of got, see here a little short step on the right side, and then once again a very short step, and that just makes me struggle to like hit through that backhand, and just goes straight down in the net. Yeah, so very good point by him there. Really moving us around, like hitting such good depth on the ball before that, and then good mix up there with a drop shot. There's so much ground for me to cover here, so I can't really do much other than do a little ballerina move here. But yeah, I mean, he's really just serving very solidly here. It's hard for me to kind of get the ball away, and you see you're just bombing aces, but when he has such a high percentage of first serves on me, it's so difficult for me to just get away from that massive forehand. Like, he's really just snapping through that forehand and gets so much like weight and power on it that it's very difficult to handle it. So trying to put pressure, but I feel like I'm not really like getting as much power on my forehand as I maybe want to, and I feel like he's just looking a little too calm in these rallies, which is very much like stressing me out a little bit. But we managed to get a good hold there, but it is really something I'm trying to figure something out to how to like get away from his like calm playing and such. But good deep return there. That's obviously something I need to start doing, like really good return here, because he's making so many first serves. It is very hard for me to get it away from him, so it's like my best option is to try to get it deep. But great hits on these forehands, but then I really mess it up with that volley, or it actually, I mean, it did really start with that approach shot. I hit this one extremely good, got this one, but I didn't really get around it enough to get it heavy down the line, and just gave him too much angles there, and I got a tough volley there trying to figure something out and just messed it up. But really good returning by me there, finding some good depth on it. But then once again, I don't know, just really struggling with these kind of passing shots today. I don't know why, what I was trying to do. Maybe it was me being a little too stressed. This one especially as well. That is one of my like favorite shots, like running there and seeing my opponent come in and just kind of dipping that slice down low. So I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's a combination between everything, that he's just serving playing very solidly, and kind of makes me maybe try to play at a level above or something like that. You see how quickly he just punishes me for not hitting through that forehand, leaving it a little short. A good job there coming forward. Just some solid volleys. That's a really good point there, when I like hit a good first serve and then straight away pouncing on it. And that's the way I need to keep playing against this guy. As soon as he leaves it a little short, I need to be on it. But I feel like he was doing a very good job of just making a lot of returns over and over again. Doesn't necessarily get great depth on it, and that kind of gives me the opportunity to get aggressive on him. But yeah, I'm starting. I don't know if it's, like I've been mentioning, if it's his game just being very solid on me, that's like rushing me to come up with some of these errors back and forth. You just see how massive it hits that forehand, and obviously that puts a lot of pressure on me when I miss a first serve, and on a second serve it does that. And once again there on these passing shots, just really struggling with these, and that is really bothering me, because I feel like that is a shot that I'm usually very good with. He just misses this forehand. I feel like this could have really been like a dagger to the heart. You know, getting up the double break is something that's going to be very tough to get back to, so I'm really just fighting on this, just trying to do everything I can to stay in it, but he's just pouncing on me so much. I'm probably missing a couple more first serves here, and it's tricky like on these second serves trying to find these rallies, but he's just, I don't know, he's just playing very well right now, being aggressive and really punishing my, if you want to call it like dips in level. Just managed to squeak that forehand in. A really good overhead to finish off that one, but I'm not the biggest fan of that forehand. I feel like I was kind of pushing it a little bit, wasn't necessarily hitting through it fully, like confidently. But a good deep volley by me there as I saw him come forward, and then good job getting back to that. And we managed to seal the game with a pancake serve. Obviously, I felt like that was a huge hold. I really needed that one, and I just needed to do something to try to mix it up a little bit, and wasn't really hitting the best pancake serve, and I feel like the pancake serve wasn't necessarily something that was working great against Antoine, as I feel like he's very comfortable hitting that backhand, or yeah, on the backhand returning, like just very solid on that side. But yeah, I'm still down a break here, just trying to keep putting pressure on him, trying to stay in this match as much as possible, and just kind of wait for a little dip in level, if I can find it. Hopefully maybe start missing a couple more first serves, but it's not helping that I'm messing up these balls when I'm playing very well to get into that opportunity, and obviously it's not enough returning like that by me, and starting to get pretty frustrated with it, because I feel like I should be able to do more on that second serve, and I just really leave it short for him, and straight away I'm on my heels trying to run around, figure something out. So obviously it's a little frustrating, but it is a combination obviously with him playing well, just really punishing me, which does put a lot more stress on me with these slices. I feel like this is really not a slice that I would normally miss, but obviously I feel like I have to keep it close to the line, otherwise he's just going to run around with that big forehand. So this is something that I keep on talking about, like in most of my matches, you know, once you start focusing so much on kind of like play your game around how your opponent is playing, that's when you're in a very tough spot. As I'm mentioning, I'm thinking with these slices, I'm like trying to get it away from his forehand and those kind of things, and that really is something very difficult to get away from once you get into that mindset. But you just have to keep focusing on your shots, trying to do your thing, and if it comes up with these great balls, that's it, and you just gotta accept that the best way you can. But obviously, I mean, we're facing another break point here. It's just really working us right now. We're trying to figure something out. Maybe lacking a little bit of first serve percentages to put some more pressure on him, but not the greatest approach out there. But we managed to get away with it. So we're back to deuce, and the same thing as my previous service game. It really got the knife against my throat right now. Trying to stay alive in this match, and I'm just really trying to put pressure on him. I really want to see him have to serve out this match or keep staying with that hold. And yeah, he misses a backhand there. It might be one of the first backhands or something he misses since the first couple games, but comes back with that massive return to get it back to deuce. But then, yeah, managed to get the hold barely. Not the best volley by me there. You can really see here. Good serve to set it up. Really get a great approach here. Like really good ball. But then this volley is just way too weak, and I'm not sure how he managed to kind of shank that one. Really got lucky there. I feel like I'm like a fish in the tank there, just waiting to get killed. But yeah, here's my friend Jacob Amelon, kind of trying to give me some tips on what to figure out. And you see Antoine is just in his zone, focusing on keeping the pressure on me, trying to keep the same level. I assume if I was him, I wouldn't try to change much. But we're trying to figure out something there with a little mix up the slice there, seeing him come forward instead of dipping it low. I managed to flick it over him instead. And here you see actually the kind of similar as in the first set, the first kind of tendency where he maybe got a little tight on that forehand. But then it's a huge serve here. I actually remember this serve specifically when he tossed it. It really looked like he was going to go tee there. I felt like his whole body was turning towards the tee, but then he managed to like kind of snap it out wide. You can kind of see on that one, like he snapped it out wide, but it wasn't really wide. And I think that was because he just changed it up in the last second. But he just misses his forehand. I think it was just out. And that sets us up for the first break point of the match. But once again, he smacks that serve out wide. Really disappointed the fact of not putting that in play. I feel like I do think he really likes that wide serve, and I actually think I was really sitting on it, getting ready for it, and then just maybe adrenaline rush or something, but I just really overhit that one. But really good point there by him. There you see how, I don't know, getting pumped up. He obviously knew that was a huge point. Getting a little off balance, and he just smacks that forehand. But I really felt like I did a good job of getting that slice, that tricky slice down low on his feet. But he just hits that ball. He's so calm. Really good job by him, to be honest. And yeah, I just mess up another return here. I feel like that's really the difference. He's just serving and returning a lot better than me, and he just puts himself in a much better position in all these rallies, and yeah, just has a better starting point, and that kind of builds. He's just a very good job of like building on that. And once again here, I don't know if I'm kind of like underestimating or something, thinking I can get away with just putting a passing shot like decently, but obviously I can't. I really need to hit this forehand. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest, but this is what I'm trying to mention though, that like the serve and returns is like the key factor that kind of is something that you build on throughout the match. Obviously, if you miss a couple of serves, it gives him the opportunity to be aggressive on me and just kind of keep on building that pressure. And that really is something that affects like everything, like every part of the game. Like me getting tight on those passing shots or those things, it really is a result of, I don't know, just being a little stressed out, feeling like I have to come up with something extra. And if you watch my previous matches, this is probably something you've noticed me talking about, like that my opponents get this most of the matches that I'm winning. And obviously I'm I mean, I'm no different. I'm probably getting this all the matches that I'm losing. But really important, 2 great serves there from 15-30, getting it up to 40-30 here. Good job moving that backhand around. Except for that one where I don't know, just kind of snapping and shanking it, trying a little too much. And everything just is a little stressed. I feel like I am doing a good job of just trying to do the best I can with it, just trying to stay focused and doing my thing the best I can, but I'm still going back and forth, you know, being affected by his game, trying to arrange it, trying to get away from it. That was a very close call, but I don't know, it's hard to say for me there. A good return by him, and he comes forward, and that's the first one of those volleys that he misses. But we'll take it, and managed to get the hold to 4-5 in the second. And yeah, we're back to the same spot as we were in the first set. Let's see if we can try to figure something out. He's obviously zoned in here, just, I don't know, getting ready to try to serve out this match. So really big return by me there, just getting pumped up straight away. I obviously know all these points are so important for me, but really good serve by him there to get it back to 15-all. And yeah, I mean, he's just serving huge when it needs to, just coming up with that massive T serve again, another good body serve. It's tough for me. I feel like I have so much court to cover, doing everything I can, just running around ready to take the ball in the face, but he's just serving too soft for me, just making so many first serves. And just squeaks that volley in, and with that we lose the match 4-6, 4-6. I don't know, I feel like Antoine was just too good for me today. He just made so many first serves there, and it was tough for me to get away from it. Not really good enough on these passing shots, which just kind of helped him get a lot more calmer on the court, and yeah, it's just too good today for me. But as you might have noticed, we have a couple minutes left on this video, and as it is the team match, we're down 1-2 right now, but on the number 2 singles, Johannes Ingolsen, the Danish guy, is just coming up really clutch right now, being up 9-7 now, got 2 match points to even out the match, and he seals it on the first one. Obviously, all of us are just pumped to keep staying in this match. The goal is still in reach, and yeah, manages to level the match to 2-all, and now we're going to prepare for a deciding match tiebreak. So yeah, this is what it comes down to. We're standing here as a team, we're trying to figure out who's going to play, and we decide that it's going to be me and the Danish guy. We're both feeling good. We've actually won 3 doubles titles together, so we're undefeated so far. So we both felt good today in the singles, and I'm super pumped. You see me there almost jumping over the Danish guy as we're doing a little entrance. And our opponents in the doubles is going to be Carl Friberg and Antoine Escoffier. And we kick it off with a great return there by me to get it up to 1-0. Obviously, we're only playing at 10 points, so it's going to be very hectic. Every point is so important. Really tough ball there by Carl. I feel like me just falling around a little bit, and then I'm just getting caught off guard there. I don't know, I was just so hesitant around the net there. I feel like I for sure could have crossed earlier, but instead I just kind of fall in the middle, and Antoine can just kind of smash that forehand past me. So really good serve by Joe here, good call by us. I feel like I'm in the perfect spot, but I just get so, I don't know, maybe I have so much adrenaline going on in my body right here, and I'm just rushing through these, trying to snap over these volleys, which is the complete opposite thing you're supposed to do. And yeah, we're just in a tough spot here. They managed to get a little minute break on us, and serving now at 3-1. So it's a good move by my partner, but maybe went a little too early, and Escoffier just stays calm there and gets it past us. And to make matters worse, yours truly just comes up with a nice little double fault there. So we're in for a very rough start here, but we managed to get a point back to 2-5. Just trying to do everything we can as it goes. It's only 10 points, so obviously every point is just huge here. Great ball by Carl there, but a good move by me. And Antoine just managed to flick it past me. We really needed that point, and that's a real heartbreaker. I'm right in his face, and I feel like even though, yeah, I feel like even though maybe he was going to get the ball back, I feel like it's the fact that he managed to get it back and around me. It's just really frustrating, but great return by me. We're coming forward, and Antoine just kind of pushes that one along. we're just trying to stay pumped up here, trying to fight back, do everything we can. And kind of the first sign of a little tightness by them there, Carl Friberg messing up a return, and then I don't know, there I am again to spoil the party. I mean, it's a good return by Scoffier. Maybe you can't see it here on the video, but it is just below the net. But same thing there. Maybe it's my adrenaline. I don't know. I can't see adrenaline there. There's just me fucking up. To be honest, I'm just getting a little, like, either I'm stressing too much or then I'm just standing still, just getting stuck. So yeah, under a lot of pressure here now, down 4-8 in the match to 10. But finally I can figure some good points out, and then we get it back to 5-8. I mean, the match is still alive, trying to do everything we can. Finally find a good return here, just trying to find some kind of calmness on this match. Like, start off a little stressed, but managed to get a great serve there, get an ace back to 6-8. You know, it goes very quickly back and forth, and I'm just trying to get back to trying not to think about how I've kind of messed up the start of this match, if you want to say that. And then Torbjorn just gets really wild with that back, and after a great return, I feel like that was a very crucial point. Joe hits them with his little signature backhand block, comes forward. Carl hits us with a lob that just lands out, and somehow we managed to win 4 straight points there and get it back to 8-all. Had a good return down the middle, and a good little fake move there by the Danish guy, and all of a sudden we have a match point at 9-8. It goes so quickly here, and now we're at 9-8 serving, and yeah, we're just in a perfect spot to try to seal the win here.
Matchboll, SM-guldboll, Lidingö.
And Carl just comes up super clutch. I don't know, I gotta be honest, like that point we called like a good tee serve, and then I was gonna go right, but I still wanted to stay in the middle to try to cover the ball. But I don't know, Carl just really had a great return there, and I don't know why I turned around and followed it, and then I followed up with that. I don't know, messing things up here. And but Carl decides to give one right back, and we're back to 10-all on this one. Both teams had a match point now, and I just fucking missed that return on the neck cord, and we're facing another match point now. And yeah, a good return by Carl, kind of get it straight into the stomach of the Danish guy that tries to get it deep, but just over pushes it a little bit, and Solna is your champions of the Swedish Tennis League. So obviously very disappointing, kind of a big heartbreak there after having a match point, but I mean, small marginals, and obviously some team has to win, some team has to lose, and at the end of the day, if you want to look in hindsight, we did manage to save a match point in the semifinals. So yeah, I don't know, obviously I'm pretty heartbroken here, just frustrated, obviously thinking back on so many points here, especially in the match tiebreak. Very disappointed that I feel like I didn't get up in level. I mean, I did return well, but I just messed up a few too many volleys, and I'm just kind of at a loss for word, to be honest.
Och känslan är verkligen att vilket som helst av alla 8 slutspelslag som det rörde sig om hade kunnat vinna här.
Yeah, kind of a little lost for words after that one. I mean, obviously it's hard not to blame myself, you know, after really feeling like I messed up that match tiebreak. It was a really tough one, and it was just, yeah, I mean, it's like they say, close but no cookie. You know, now I've taken some time just kind of like looking back at it and those things, and at the end of the day, I feel like as a group, as a team, we really did everything we could. Like, we left it all out there on the court, and gotta be honest, we had a shit ton of fun doing it. And yeah, just looking back at it, I just feel like I'm very proud of the team.
overall, like everyone involved, I feel like everyone did such a good job of really like putting their heart and soul into it. Obviously everyone didn't have perfect days every day, but everyone just really did everything they could with everything they had, and like looking back at it, I mean, it was so many great memories being created there. You know, after the finals, we had a little disappointing dinner in a sense, but then everybody just started to come back to it, and then the kind of disappointment quickly started to fade away, and it just kind of went over into kind of more of like a proudness. I don't know if that's a word, but I don't know, I feel like everyone just started to settle in more, and that feeling of just being proud of what we accomplished just started to set in. And yeah, the night kind of progressed, just had a good time, and at the end of the day, I feel like it's really hard to beat something like this, you know, being with a couple of your best friends and having a team where everybody's there together, everyone's fighting. And I feel like this is really what sports is about. It is kind of a leeway or something to get together, you know, have fun with your friends, give it all you got, and then I feel like the result in itself is kind of like a bye factor. Obviously we would have preferred to win, but at the end of the day, I still feel like we all felt like winners, and I don't think anybody can take that away from us. So yeah.